Bill O'Reilly here. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update, sponsored by Tax Network USA, America's #1 choice for tax resolution. Please go to tnusa.com/bill or call 800-245-6000. Coming up next, the news with Mike Slater.
Thank you, Bill. It's Wednesday, July 3rd, 2024. Here's what's happening today in America. Sentence delayed. The latest excuse. New Alzheimer's drug. And cookout prices go up. It's all coming up. Then Bill's going to be here with your message of the day. But first, Donald Trump will not be sentenced on July 11th as planned. Judge Merchan moved the sentencing until September. The Supreme Court said that a president has immunity for constitutional official acts as president. Quick note, murdering political opponents with SEAL Team 6 is not a constitutional obligation for a president, obviously. So there's a question if this hush money case is impacted by the Supreme Court's immunity decision. Now, all 4 of the cases against Trump may have fallen apart. We got the latest excuse from the Biden White House about the debate last week. He was having a bad day, an off day, bad lighting, bad camera angle, too much prep. He was too smart, too focused on minutia. Those are all very good, but here's the latest. Biden said, "I wasn't very smart. I decided to travel around the world a couple times, going through I don't know how many time zones. For real, I think it was 15 time zones, and I didn't listen to my staff. And then I came back and nearly fell asleep on stage." It's a good excuse. But the debate was 12 days after he got back to America. But don't worry, Biden's first interview to calm the public about his mental state will be in a pre-taped, edited interview, so watch for the jump cuts, with George Stephanopoulos, Bill Clinton's former communications director. In not unrelated news, the FDA approved a new Alzheimer's drug from Eli Lilly. This is to be used in the early stages of Alzheimer's and may slow the brain's decline. Eli Lilly says the drug will be available within weeks following this approval. Kisunla is the name of the drug. Kisunla. Let's pray it has great results. The American Farm Bureau has been calculating the price of hosting a 4th of July cookout for 10 people. And this year, since they've been tracking this for the last 11 years, is the most expensive cookout. Ground beef is up 11% from last year. They say cattle inventory is the smallest it's been in 73 years, and beef and cold storage is setting record lows. Lemonade is up 12%, buns are up 7%, and ice cream is up 7% as well. Either way, I hope you have a wonderful 4th of July. I'm Mike Slater from the podcast Politics by Faith. The great Bill O'Reilly has your message of the day. Next.
Did you know every day is a perfect day for peace of mind? With American Home Shield Warranty, you are covered for unexpected breakdowns like leaky faucets or faulty water heaters. Choose a plan that fits your budget and rest easy knowing repairs and replacements are taken care of. Simply contact American Home Shield when an issue arises, and their trusted pros will handle it according to your coverage. Don't let worries about appliances and home systems weigh you down. Celebrate the reassurance of protection. Don't worry, be warranty. For 20% off plans, visit ahs.com/bill. For more details, see ahs.com/contracts for coverage details, including limit amounts, fees, limitations, and exclusions. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. On this Wednesday, with the Democratic Party in disarray, Donald Trump should take advantage of the situation by doing nothing. Let the historical events unfold. The Dems don't need any help. They're sinking quickly on their own. Mr. Trump should go to Scotland to play golf on his fine course there. Or he should go to a spa in New Zealand. Perhaps visit the beautiful country of Bhutan. A galaxy far, far away is even better. When your enemies are defeating themselves, allow them. In other words, don't do anything to distract from the destruction. For years, the unholy liberal media alliance has misled the world about President Joe. His accumulation of power was always an anti-Trump play. Jill, Hunter, and the family Stone have emotion invested in Joe, but almost no one else does. The truth is that President Biden is an accident in the Oval Office, in addition to being a disaster. He is a guy who received 80 million plus votes, most of which were protesting Donald Trump, not supporting Joe Biden. So now reality has intruded, and the weak president is unmasked. It is an avalanche. More snow is not needed. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. Let's go to the mail. We got Dan O'Brien, Cameron, North Carolina, were Biden's comments about the Supreme Court meant to undermine the authority of the court? No. Biden, as I said, wanted to appear robust and in charge, and he wanted to rally the progressives, the hate Trump people. That's why he did it. Didn't answer any questions. Of course not. Why would he? Michael, I do not believe President Biden is dropping out of the race. He would have done so a long time ago. Furthermore, one can speculate all they want, but I won't believe it until I see and hear it from old Joe's lips. Okay, you might be right. I might be wrong. Place your bets now. Barry Miller, Fort Myers, Florida. So if Joe Biden drops out, is it still possible for Donald Trump to achieve a victory on election night? Would any other Democrat beside Michelle Obama beat Trump, in your opinion? Possible. It's possible. Not probable, because it will take the Democratic candidate a long time to get known, but it's all about the hate Trump vote, whether Donald Trump can tamp that down. Garrett Klein, Concord, North Carolina. Hey, Bill, recently talked to my coworker who said even after the debate he'd vote for Biden no matter what. When I asked him to name a pre-COVID policy that was bad for the country, he could not answer. Yeah, okay. Just hates Trump. That's never going to end. My liberal friends, too. Not all of them, but a lot of them. David Z., Tokyo, Japan. I heard interviews with voters in Atlanta after the debate. One voter said, I will still vote for Biden because I have to vote the same way as my community. Sounds like an African American. Could be wrong. Sure, there's a lot of peer pressure. Absolutely peer pressure all over the place. But on the other side, too, David, there's a lot of peer pressure on the right. You say something that goes against some conservatives, they attack you. In a moment, something you might not know. Everything is expensive these days, you know that. The government is printing trillions of dollars and consumer prices higher than ever. But there are a few things you can do right now. American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your money, your retirement, your hard-earned savings against inflation by helping you diversify a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. Start with a short phone call, and they can have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your 401k or IRA. So please call or text them right now. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. Last week's debate debacle revealed an undeniable fact. The President of the United States is mentally diminished. With his capacity in doubt, there now is increased chatter about the 25th Amendment. So what's that? Well, here's a brief background on the legal process for removing a chief executive. The amendment was ratified in 1967 after the assassination of John F. Kennedy in 1963. It provides clear constitutional rules for the appropriate transfer of power. There are 4 sections. Section 1, if the president is removed from office, the vice president shall become president. Section 2, if there's a vacancy in the office of vice president, the president himself or herself shall select a nominee who is then confirmed by Congress. Section 3. If the president is incapacitated, his executive powers are temporarily transferred to the vice president, who is called acting president. And the last Section 4, and this applies directly to Mr. Biden. What to do if a president is considered unable to fulfill the duty of the office, but refuses to step down. Here's how that scenario plays out. Vice President Kamala Harris and a majority of cabinet members would notify Congress that Biden is unfit for office. Presidential authority would immediately be transferred to the VP. Biden would have 4 days to resign. If he did not, the issue is sent to Congress. 2/3 of the House and Senate must vote to remove the president. If the motion fails, the office is returned to Mr. Biden. The 25th Amendment has been invoked several times in our history, mostly during medical procedures. Section 4 has never been used, but seriously discussed 3 times. Ronald Reagan's cabinet considered the amendment towards the end of his administration when he was battling Alzheimer's. Members of Congress lobbied Mike Pence to remove Donald Trump after January 6th. And now there is focus on a struggling Joe Biden. Back after this. Are you feeling the impact of recent timeshare industry changes? Now more than ever, the costs of timeshare ownership far outweigh the benefits. My friends at Lone Star Transfer are the only company I trust to help you get out. Our listeners' positive feedback demonstrates why I've supported the company for years. For more than a decade, they have helped over 20,000 owners get out of the timeshare. Their exclusive options can help you get out faster and easier, more than any other option in the country. They are the only company that will give you a written guarantee and release you from your timeshare in a specific time frame. With an A+ rating at the Better Business Bureau and thousands of 5-star reviews, customer service is their top priority. For free consultation and a guaranteed solution, please call 855-551-7066. That's 855-551-7066, or go to LoneStarTransfer.com. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.